just say your girl fell in love in camp, nysc camp. That 3 weeks. Let's just say that your girl catch feelings. You understand? Yes, I caught feelings. So I want to gist you guys about it. Like I want to give you guys a full gist. I'm so surprised at myself. Alright, so how did this start? Hey, what's up? So I'm trying out a whole new setup today. I hope this makes sense. Please let me know in the comment section if this makes sense. If it makes sense, I might just make this my official, setup. Alright, another thing is I think I prefer sitting down on the floor, I don't know. But for me, I think I prefer it. Should I use this? No, I don't want to use it. So today, actually I have a gist. I have a gist, a very funny gist. It's about let's just say your girl fell in love in camp, nysc camp. That 3 weeks. Let's just say that your girl catch feelings. You understand? Yes, I caught feelings. So I want to gist you guys about it. Like I want to give you guys a full gist. I'm so surprised at myself. Alright, so how did this start? First, let me start from the beginning. As you are watching this, please know that it is not my fault. It's not my fault. Nothing is my fault. Okay, so this was how it started. I remember getting to camp like a week after my birthday, my 25th birthday. I got to camp, meeting people. And I need to say this, that I went to camp with an open mind. Yes, I went to camp with an open mind. I've heard about people who met in camp and they found the love of their life. You understand? So me, I went to camp with an open mind. Any TV jam, any money where I get like this, na enjoyment. So I was like, any TV jam for camp, you understand? So I went to camp with an open mind. I was interested, I was available. All those things in my mind space. I got all those things on a lockdown. Okay, so when I got to camp, I was having the time of my life. I was enjoying myself. I was doing the things I wanted to do. I went to camp with a book. I cannot come and kill myself. I went with good vibes, yeah, by this guy. I've forgotten his name. One Vex something guy, that VEX something that you should understand what I'm saying. So I went to camp and I was enjoying myself. After some few days in camp, I was opportuned to become the assistant platoon leader. You understand? Like assistant platoon leader, like the mama of the whole platoon. And in my platoon, we were like, I think we were more than, I believe, I'm not sure now, I can't remember, but I want to say that we were more than 100. I want to say that. So long story short, we entered the platoon, so we needed to collect everybody's number. And your girl, I love growing contacts. Any opportunity where I get like this, I will go contacts. So I just felt like, okay, this is an opportunity to grow contacts. So I was not collecting everybody's phone number, everybody's name. I was the one to add everybody to the group, to make sure everybody's in the WhatsApp group, in quotes. So that's what I did. So I might have, I don't know if I can't remember the first time I met him. I can't remember vividly. But I want to believe that I must have, because he's on the group. So definitely I must have collected his number and added him to the group. She gets. So long story short, that was how one day like this, it was in the evening, someone just tapped me, papa. I just looked at the person. I was like, yes, as soon as possible, I tried to be friendly in camp. I was like, hi, what's up? And then the next thing I heard was, I know you're very busy, but can you give me some hours of your time this evening? I would love for us to talk, and I don't want distraction. It was so direct. Hey, that was the first thing for me. You better not to get me. You better not to get me. That was how they got me. You understand? That was like his mannerism, the way he was straightforward with me. It got me. It got me. Like when he left, I was like, oh, crew, how can a guy be this? Oh boy, pause. Alright guys, we are back. NEPA took the lights, but our ring light is charged. Alright, so as I was saying, I love the way he was straightforward with me. That was the first thing that got me. Like I was just gone. I was like, oh, crew, it was so straightforward. That one, it was just making my head turn on. So I came out after dinner that day. I think we always finish everything in camp, all the activities in camp by around 7 o'clock, right? So I came out and then that was how we sat down. Come and see. Hey! Come blush. There was a friend of mine then. I can't remember his name, but he's an Abuja guy. I've forgotten the guy's name now. He's an Abuja guy. And you know, the guy was like, Tolu, I saw you yesterday night. You were just laughing, like, who is that man? Who is that man? It was so fun. Even thinking of it now, I am shocked for myself. As I was saying, that was how we sat down, and then, you know, when we were talking, he was just telling me that I noticed this about you. See, whatever it is you are doing, this is a very, very important lesson. Whatever it is you are doing, please show up 100%. People are watching. It was literally like, I noticed this about you, I noticed this about you, I noticed this about you. It got to a point I was like, sir, is it me that you are watching all day? What happened? What is going on? Like, he literally knew everything. And you know, and then me, in my own head, I was like, oh, he pays attention. Oh my god. And then, you know, second day, the same thing. Then then another thing he did. This one was nice. This one was so another thing he did was, that night when I was leaving, you know, like every other random guy, I thought he was going to ask for my number. Guys, he didn't ask for my number. Wow. See, guys, this is an original. See, if you meet a babe wey you like, I know you're interested in her, don't ask for her number immediately. See, allow us to be curious in that way. He didn't ask for my number, so we both went to our hostels and he didn't ask for my number. I was like, hey, he did not even ask for my number. Come and see. I'm very sure my friends, because I didn't talk to a lot of people then, but I knew I talked to Ronke. Ronke was the one I was gisting about him with. Ronke. Sincerely, I thought I had found the one. No, I should not lie. I thought I had found the one, but the God of mercy came for me. Alright, so let me not jump too much. Fast forward, the second day, we met again, we talked the second day again. He didn't ask for my number during the day. Then in the night, when we sat down after dinner to talk, that was when I was hearing things like, no, I was even the one that asked. And I said, why didn't you collect my number? He said, well, it said it is in tech. That was like, come and see the bold. Oh no. Sorry, what's the baby boldness? So that's like, it was like, he just came with the boldness and all those good stuff, and then it was like, he believes he wants to actually get to know me properly before he now asks for my number. So now that he has known me, then can I give him my number? Hello, what is going on? So sharp, I gave him my number, and then he did one of the longest thing ever. Before I woke up the next day, I see, I cannot sleep without taking care of you. What's that? How many times you don't meet? So you don't say no, you sleep without me. What's that? Oh no, when me falala. slept, I falala, I was all right. Look at my bobo me with all those. You couldn't sleep without. You don't know when me. Oh, pray. The Bible said the Lord gave his beloved sleep. Wasun. Pray it. Lay hands on yourself. Go soon. Wasun. What's that? Okay, as we again. So Sha sent those messages. Then me, I was already like, what's all this tutorial law? But Sha felt like, okay, let us go. Let us, you understand, let us be using it like that. And then we started talking. Like we were talking, no, like original talking. We were talking, oh, no sex before marriage. We were talking, Baba. No, sure. See, you know, a lot of us, we're always so quick to say, how can you go to the big brother house and fall in love? From next year, what be me that can make statements, it is possible. You know, the thing about it is attention and the ability to communicate. You know, when you're in a confined zone, you don't, your attention is not divided. There's not a divided attention. And funny enough, as at then, my phone got spoiled in camp. So there was nothing like me browsing, there was nothing like me chatting, there was nothing like that for me. I couldn't even vlog with all the promises I had made to myself that I was going to vlog. I couldn't vlog. She get. So my attention was like there, and it was there. But let's be sincere, guys, it's fine. It's fine. Please, I know we are shy of God, but when you see something that is good, people say it is good. It's fine. Drop mic. Alright, so let's go. As we're doing it, like we're talking, you know, I found out that we were getting closer. Like, we were getting closer. And if there's anything I've learned from church, from home, right, especially GLT, if there's anything I've learned, it is that when things like that are already becoming, it is time for you to what? See danger, badura. So I literally started praying. Then. I said, God, my heart is opened, but at the same time, the only thing I want is your choice. I only want your choice for me. I don't want to see all the physical attributes, everything. They are dope, they are make sense. And another thing about him was he was intellectual. He was intellectual. Like, it's very rare for me to meet people that can catch up with me when I'm having a conversation, and he was one of those people that could actually like go head to head with me. He was quiet. I am the talking type. He was the quiet person. But that one has come. But let's go ahead. So he was the quiet person. He would listen. And then at least that was what I thought. It was not the second week that the furor opened. So, you know, I just started praying little prayers. Then anything like this, the next thing I say to myself is, thy will be done, Lord. Thy will be done, Lord. Thy will be. Like, that prayer was my favorite prayer then in camp. Thy will be done. Oluwa, thy will be done. Oluwa, thy will be done. Okay, so fast forward to like the second week when we started talking, getting to know each other much more. That was when I found out something very shocking, and that is what I'm going to say. See, I'm not against love at first sight. I'm not against it, but whatever thing you are going to tag or term as love, just as much as possible, make sure that you have God's backing in it. That's what I'm going to say. You know, as a result of me praying those prayers, you know, something started happening. It was like, you know, when I don't know how to put it now. You know, when they put first layer to cover something, then there is second layer. Yeah. So the second layer started opening up for me. I found out that whenever we're having conversation, I always try to, like, literally, like, he talks a lot too, but I didn't find out until the second week that he also talks a lot. He loves talking. He talks a whole lot. Like, and I had to start keeping up. And I had to start keeping quiet, even if I have opinions, just because I just want to make sure he stops talking. Then I was not thinking that, okay, people like him, is this how people feel whenever you talk? Like, I just started second guessing a lot about myself. I started second guessing a lot about myself. Then the second thing that happened for me was that see, when you are doing content creation in a house, everybody's around. So let's just go. The second thing that happened for me was that I now started, I found out that I was actually desperate. I was actually very, very desperate. I was desperate. I was desperate. I mistaked my availability for desperation. I mistook it for each other. So I wanted him to understand me. So I was doing things like, I am like this, I am like this, I am like this, I am like this, I don't like this, I don't like I was literally just giving him curriculum. You understand? Like I was giving him the textbook of Toluwakemi. And then I don't believe that is something good. I don't believe that is something good. I don't believe that is something good. And then lastly, the third thing that broke the camel's neck for me, that the camel's back for me, was when I don't know what happened, but I feel like he was trying to make me feel jealous. So, he would always do some nonsense things. He would not talk to me all day. He'd be talking to another particular lady, and then all of a sudden in the night, he will now come to me to say he wants to talk to me. Like, really? Like, really? So, but it was not one day. This was like almost when we were about to leave. You know, I spoke with one of my friends, one of my guy friends that I met in camp, and he said something very profound for me. He said something to me. He said, Toluwakemi, there's nothing bad in you giving this a try, but he now said, but it is not worth it if God is not in it. Ah, that statement tortured me. I can remember that day vividly. I can remember that evening vividly. That day I was walking from Mami Market to the hostel, and I just said, guy, I want to do something. So I took chairs and I sat down. I prayed some Jesus prayers. Ah, I prayed. You know when this guy in the Bible was saying, God, if you don't go with us, we cannot go. Ah, I prayed that dangerous prayer. Me, oh, I'm not that good in Bible, oh, you understand? But that day, mo, that day, so I sat down that evening and I prayed, and I prayed, and I see. You know that there are sometimes that you can say it in your life that mo gbàdúrà. Yeah, those were those times. I prayed. I can say that I prayed him out of my life. I'm not going to lie. I prayed because it's very, very easy. As much as attention is good, that is not all there is to being that's not all there is to being alive. That's not all there is to be a woman. Attention is good and all those stuff, but then that does not mean that you should exchange your destiny just because of attention. If you've watched my video, I'm going to link it up here about my 2021. One of the lessons I said I learned was about relationship, that I had to move from being just single, and I had to accept that I am single and I am waiting. Do you understand? So that was a mindset shift for me. I believe maybe I should do a teaching on it. If you want me to talk about it in full length, you can drop a comment section asking for it. It was an experience. Coming to understand that. I remember that evening I prayed, and then when I prayed, I prayed crying. There was even a time I said, God, my future children. No, because I learned from TMA that whether your children are going to say thank you, mommy, it depends on your choice, which is very, very important. So I was like, God, not my choice, but your choice for me. Your choice for me. I prayed. I prayed it. I prayed like my life depended on it. I prayed it, and gradually, so I gave it space. Immediately after the prayer that night. I gave it space. I allowed it to fizzle out. I allowed it to, if it is God's choice for me, I would literally see God's hand in it. Funny enough, when this guy came, started things like, you are God stress for me, you are the kind of woman I want. Immediately I saw you, I knew God was intentional. I didn't want to come to Abia State to serve before, but I knew it was because of Sakama and Jay, na lie. My brother, no dey convince us, abeg, na lie. Please, na lie. But then, that was when PPA letter came out, and he said he was not going to redeploy. PPA letter came out. We sent to different places. I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing what you are doing. And then, few weeks after, he just, you know what? When you watch a movie and they say they ghosted each other. He ghosted me. He was not talking to me. He was not sending me any message. I'm like, okay, thank you, Father. But one thing I literally was doing in those seasons was like, I was just saying, thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thy will be done, Lord. Thank you, Father. Thy will be done, Lord. So I kept saying that back to back, over and over again. And everything it literally just fizzled out. He stopped asking me out. Yeah, he literally just, I didn't need to, there was even a time he came to my DM and he was like, I want you to be my girl. No, he said, you are my girl. And I said, please, let's get something straight. I never said yes to your proposal in any way. So I think we should just understand that. And he was just laughing, and there was no bad blood. There's no bad blood between each other. I view his status, he views my status. There's no issue. I don't have any issue with it. But then I'm just so grateful that forwardness, and but another beautiful thing about it was that it just helped me understand that, okay, these are the things that actually get me. These are things that I actually like. I love when somebody is straightforward. I like when somebody is vulnerable enough with me to talk to me. I love it when someone says things like, okay, Toluwakemi, this is it. Don't make me guess. Don't make me start wondering. Don't make me start assuming. Maybe because I've been in a situationship before based on assumption. I don't ever want to experience that again. You understand? So, and right now, if you're asking, so what are you? Right now, I am currently single and waiting. Yeah, so I'm not just single, without purpose. I'm single and waiting, and just opening up my heart to God and just allowing God do His work in me and with me, and currently just working on my brand, currently growing my business, my business, currently doing that, and I'm super excited. I'm super happy about it. All right, so that is the gist. Was it fun? But for me, it was, I was just thinking about it and I was just laughing. I said, okay, I must document this. I must document this. At least I must document this. Alright, so I'm happy sharing this with you guys. I'm super excited. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I beg of you, please do subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button. Please click the subscribe button. I'm happy I have you guys here, and I look forward to us, keep evolving, keep having more gist. I have more gist, right? I have more gist for you guys. I remember there was one weird guy like that that I met. And maybe I'll just you guys about it. I talked to my friend about this and she was just laughing. Just that we'll see. Eyes they see. Oh yes, they hear things, but we'll give glory to God. We'll keep basking in an amazing spell of grace. Alright guys, so till I come your way next time, my name is Toluwakemi, and from my end to your end, I say what? Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for always coming back. I do not take that for granted. So I come your way next time. Ooh, ciao ciao, bye bye.